Before Bill Clinton became the 42nd President of the United States,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Before enjoying his time at the White House so much, he would return to the campaign trail in both 2008 and 2016 to help his wife Hillary lock down the job.
I know that. I know that. That's what it ought to be about. How can we have an economy that works for everybody?
Before he would found the Clinton Foundation, which helped him to give back to the world with health, development, and disaster relief programs, while at the same time accepting donations from secret wealthy donors.
They don't want to accept responsibility. No, it was the donors' fault. They wanted favors, so we just had to give them favors.
Before Slick Willie's numerous sex scandals would become a hot topic toward the end of his presidency, and once again during Hillary Clinton's 2016 run for president against Donald Trump.
In the 90s, our president was a man named Bill Clinton. Get this, he had an affair. It's true. My investigators are looking into it right now.
If you only know the Bill Clinton of today, the skinny old grandpa supporting his wife Hillary on her quest to become the first female president, then you don't know the Bill Clinton I grew up watching. Back in the 90s, Bill was a smooth sax-playing sex monster who charmed his way into the presidency with lines like this.
In my state, when people lose their jobs, there's a good chance I'll know them by their names. When a factory closes, I know the people who ran it. When the businesses go bankrupt, I know them.
Did Bill really know almost everyone in Arkansas? Of course not. But 90s Bill Clinton wasn't about telling the truth. He was more about telling you a bunch of things in a way that you want to believe him.
When I was in England, I experimented with marijuana a time or two, and I didn't like it. And didn't inhale, and never tried it again.
Yeah, if he didn't inhale, it's because he prefers edibles. My name's Matt Rubel, documenting the life of Bill Clinton prior to fame, here for you on Before They Were Famous. Now, if you want to know more about Bill than I cover in this video, I've got some good news for you. Michael will be hosting an After They Were Famous on Bill Clinton, so keep your eyes peeled for that video. And in the meantime, let us know who you would like to see next in the comments down below.
I misled people, including even my wife.
William Jefferson Blythe III was born on August 19, 1946 in Hope, Arkansas. The son of Virginia Del Cassidy and William Jefferson Blythe Jr., a traveling salesman who died in a car crash just 3 months before Bill was born. His mother then moved to New Orleans to study nursing, leaving young Bill to be raised by his grandparents until 1950. His mother returned to Arkansas, married Roger Clinton, and together the three moved to Hot Springs. Bill attended Hot Springs High School, where he began playing the tenor saxophone, which he would later become famous for. Bill studied at Georgetown University before winning a Rhodes Scholarship to study at Oxford. In college, he played rugby, participated in Vietnam War protests, joined several fraternities, and was twice elected class president. Bill continued his education studying law at Yale. It was here that he would meet a young lady named Hillary Rodham. The two moved in together in California in 1972, married in 1975, and had their first and only child Chelsea on February 27, 1980. After graduating from Yale, Bill became a law professor at the University of Arkansas, but quickly turned his attention to politics. In 1974, he had a failed run for the House of Representatives, but was elected Arkansas Attorney General in 1976. Just 2 years later, he was elected governor of Arkansas.
Let us put aside our fears for our hopes. Let us trust each other and work to forge a future that will enrich the lives of our people.
Bill Clinton served as governor from 1979 to 1981, and then again from 1983 until 1992, when he was elected President of the United States. Because he was still a governor during his 1992 campaign, he was able to do some strange things, like returning to Arkansas during the campaign to ensure that a mentally impaired death row inmate, Ricky Ray Rector, would be executed. Many saw this as a political maneuver to counter suggestions that he would be soft on crime, and the move seemed to work. During the primaries, Bill looked like he wouldn't even secure the Democratic Party's nomination, as he came in third in the Iowa caucus, and his poll numbers in New Hampshire were suffering after a woman named Jennifer Flowers went to the press with something shocking.
He encouraged me to have sex in the bathroom at the governor's mansion when his wife and 50 guests were outside on the lawn just a few feet away, and I said, stop it.
But Bill and Hillary would counter these claims in an interview on 60 Minutes.
When the tabloid went down there offering people money to say that they had been involved with me, that she changed her story. I think you can expect more and more of these stories as long as they're down there handing out money.
Well, he was honest about one thing. You could expect more and more of these stories to come out. Anyway, smearing Jennifer Flowers as a liar seemed to work, as Bill's numbers would go from single digits in New Hampshire to a solid second-place finish.
I think we know enough to say with some certainty that New Hampshire tonight has made Bill Clinton the comeback kid.
Now armed with his self-created nickname, nothing could stop him. He secured the Democratic nomination and moved on to the general election against independent candidate billionaire weirdo Ross Perot and the incumbent president, Republican George H.W. Bush, who had become pretty unpopular in the country, having raised taxes after he said this.
Read my lips. No new taxes.
Needless to say, Bill won the election, becoming the 42nd president of the United States. As president, Bill pursued centrist policies and focused on balancing the budget. Influenced by liberal economists like Robert Reich, he cut taxes on low-income households while raising taxes for the top 1%. But guided by people like Alan Greenspan, he also deregulated Wall Street, opening the doors for derivative swaps and repealing the Glass-Steagall Act. Now, if you don't know what Glass-Steagall was, it was the law that separated commercial and investment banks. It was introduced during the Great Depression to prevent a repeat of the 1929 stock market crash. Getting rid of this law was one of the major causes of the crash in 2008, and failing to regulate derivatives was another cause, and Bill Clinton actually copped to this in a 2010 interview with Jake Tapper.
Now, on derivatives, yeah, I think they were wrong, and I think I was wrong to take it. I was wrong about that. I've said that all along.
Now, despite these mistakes, Clinton's presidency has been characterized as the longest period of peacetime economic expansion in American history. With the economy doing so well, his approval rating rose steadily throughout the 90s, remaining well over 60% when he left office, even as he was embroiled in numerous sex scandals. Bill was accused of cheating on Hillary and also several sex-related crimes, including sexual harassment, sexual assault, and worse. As already mentioned in 1992, Jennifer Flowers claimed that she had had an affair with Bill, which began in 1980. In 1994, Paula Jones sued Bill Clinton for sexual harassment, claiming that in 1991 he propositioned and exposed himself to her in a hotel in Little Rock, Arkansas.
He's back!
The same year, Sally Perdue said that she had had an affair with him in 1983. In 1998, Elizabeth Grayson admitted to having a one-night stand with Bill back in 1982, and the same year, Kathleen Wiley alleged that he groped her in a hallway. In 1999, Juanita Broderick alleged that Bill raped her back in 1978 when he was the Arkansas Attorney General. But the most famous of all these scandals was probably the one involving Monica Lewinsky.
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong.
During the deposition for the Paula Jones case, Bill had said under oath that he did not have sexual relations with Miss Lewinsky. What he hadn't counted on was that Monica saved evidence of their encounter on her dress. Bill had lied under oath, so the Republican-controlled House of Representatives began impeachment proceedings, alleging perjury and obstruction of justice. The House voted in favor of impeachment, but the Senate later acquitted Clinton on both charges in 1999. Having survived impeachment, Bill served out all 4 years of his second term as president, finally leaving the White House in 2001. By that time, Bill had amassed millions of dollars worth of legal fees, and the Clintons were in some serious financial hot water. How did they handle it? Well, we'll have to tell you in and after they were famous, but this is before they were famous. Mike is hosting that after they were famous, and it will be dropping very, very soon, so look out for that and hit subscribe if you haven't already. We've done Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, and I actually hosted a recent one on Ken Bone. Be sure to check out those videos, and thanks for watching this one. Okay, bye. I want you to listen to me again. I'm going to say it one more time. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
I don't think there is a fancy way to say that I have sinned.